This video will show you how to group data in a crosstab. To add a crosstab into a dashboard, find the crosstab component in the component panel and drag the component into the dashboard. This adds a crosstab to the dashboard and opens the crosstab editor. Here you can add the row headers and column headers that will define the grouping. For example, to group on category as a row header, expand the dataset and find the category field. Drag the category field into the row header area. Similarly, to group on the date as a column header, drag the date field into the column headers region. To add the measure that will be aggregated for the groups that you've specified, drag the desired measure field or fields to the measures area. In this case, we'll aggregate the total for each combination of category and date. To change the settings for a grouping field, simply click on the field and set the desired properties below, such as the sort order and the ranking. See the videos on sorting and top-end ranking for more information. To set the aggregation method for a measure, click on the measure and then choose the desired aggregation method. The aggregation method determines how a set of measure values is reduced to a single value. For example, by summing together, by averaging, by taking the maximum, and so on. To close the editor and create the crosstab, press the green Apply button at the top right. The crosstab now displays the values of the measure grouped by category and by date. Note that by default, the date groupings are by year. To change to a different date grouping level, for example, quarter or month, open the crosstab editor by pressing the Edit button at the top right corner, and then click on the date field. Here you can specify a different date level, for example, quarter. The crosstab now breaks out the data into groups by quarter. In some cases, you may want to combine groups together to make larger groups. For example, you may want to combine together the games and graphics category groups into a single larger group. To do this, Control-click or Shift-click to select the groups that you want to combine together, then right-click on the groups and select Group. Provide a name for the new group, and then press OK to create the combined group. To remove this additional grouping level, right-click on the new group and select Ungroup. You can also represent groups with hierarchical structure in a crosstab. There are a couple of ways to do this. The first way to do this is simply to add the desired grouping fields as row headers or column headers. Open the crosstab editor, and for example, if you wanted to have both category and name, which is the product name, as a hierarchical grouping in the crosstab, you could simply drag the name field in below the category field in the crosstab editor. Press the Apply button to create a pair of row headers that represents the hierarchical structure of these fields. An alternative way to represent hierarchical grouping structure is by specifying a hierarchy for the crosstab. To do this, first remove the name field from the row header region, and then define a hierarchy by right-clicking on the crosstab and selecting Properties, and then selecting the Hierarchy tab. Here you can define the hierarchy that you want to be present in the crosstab grouping. For example, we'd like to have a hierarchy here with category at the outer level of the hierarchy and the product name at the inner level of the hierarchy. Note that you can specify multiple independent hierarchies here. For example, if the crosstab also contained groups based on region, and you wanted these groups to have a hierarchical structure as well, you could add the region field as the top of a new hierarchy and the state field below it. Once you've specified the hierarchy to your satisfaction, press OK, and then note that when you move the mouse over the crosstab, the categories are shown with a drill-down button next to them, which looks like a small plus symbol. If you press the drill-down button, the category expands to display the products within the category and the corresponding aggregated measures. To return to the higher level of hierarchy, press the drill-up button, which resembles a small minus symbol. The same hierarchical grouping feature is available for dates. To see this, let's clear the hierarchy that we already specified. And let's also switch the date level back to year. Note that the date fields automatically display a drill down symbol. Click the drill down button once to drill down to the quarter level. Click the drill down button at the quarter level to drill down to the month level, and click the drill down button at the month level to drill down to the day level. To drill back up, press the desired drill up button. If you want to modify the drill down hierarchy for a date field, for example, to limit it to a particular set of levels, let's say year and month, you can do this by specifying the desired levels under the Hierarchy tab of the Properties dialog box, just as we did for the category and product name. Right-click on the Crosstab and select Properties, and under the Hierarchy tab, define the desired date hierarchy. Drag in the date field once, and in this case select year, indicating that the year grouping is the top level of the hierarchy, and then add the date field a second time, and switch to month of year, indicating that the second level of the date hierarchy should be grouped by month. Press OK to save the hierarchy for the Crosstab. Then note when you click on a drill down button next to the date group, the next level of the hierarchy displayed is at the month level. Because no further date levels were specified under the Hierarchy tab, there are no further drill down levels available in the Crosstab for the date. For more information about drill downs in dashboards, see the video on drilling down into data.